To say on that in the next reading. Kia ora tātou.
I call Ian McKelvey.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I've learnt a couple of things this afternoon. One thing I've learnt for sure is that I'm proud to belong to the National Party of old. I would hate to belong to the Labour Party of today, Mr Speaker.
That's right.
It gives me great pleasure, Mr Speaker, to speak in support of an innovative, expedient and pragmatic piece of legislation led by the Minister of Conservation to overcome a position of extreme adversity in our country. I don't see this as particularly a West Coast problem. I see it as a New Zealand problem, and I see it as a New Zealand opportunity which will certainly create some significant opportunity and advantage for the West Coast. It will also create some opportunity to allow those forests on the West Coast that have been so badly damaged by this storm to regenerate themselves in a much better fashion than they otherwise will. And I think that's an exciting thing, Mr Speaker. I think it's a very positive piece of legislation. I think to be able to attempt to salvage some 20,000 hectares of Rimu, Matai, Tautra and beach, particularly, that have fallen in an unfortunate storm, in my view, is common sense. And I support this bill, Mr Speaker. I think it's an extremely sensible piece of legislation. I think it's a very... in fact, I'm proud to support something that is as sensible and creates an opportunity for New Zealand in a time of adversity as this does. We are very good at that, Mr Speaker. I support this bill to the House.
Members, this debate has concluded. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. A party vote's called for. I'll ask the clerk for a party vote.
New Zealand National.
59 in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
32 votes in favour, 2 votes opposed.
Order. Order.
Sorry. 32 votes opposed, 2 in favour.
Green Party.
13 votes opposed.
New Zealand First.
7 votes in favour.
Māori Party.
2 in favour.
Mana.
1 vote opposed.
United Future.
1 in favour.
Brendan Horan.
1 in favour.
Any other votes?
Members, the ayes are 73, the noes are 46. The motion is agreed to.
West Coast Windblown Timber Conservation Lands Bill, first reading.
The West Coast Windblown Timber Conservation Lands Bill is set down for second reading forthwith. The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Mr Speaker, I move that the West Coast Windblown Timber Conservation Lands Bill be now read a second time. Mr Speaker, I want to thank members for their contributions during the first reading of this bill.